Hey, you guys. So I'm going to share with y'all really quickly how I am still using the Boards app in my business. I will say that I do pay for it, but I do really, really, really find it useful. But let me also say that I use it a lot on my computer when it comes to organizing all of the things. I do obviously also use it on my phone as well here, but it's way easier to navigate when you are on the computer when you're trying to organize stuff. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of walk through what I'm doing, how I use it, and all that. Everything that you see on my Shine Your Light group board, anybody can join. You don't have to be on my team. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can join my board. Um, and then I'm just going to share some other ideas with you guys. Like I said, I pay for mine. And I think now you can only have one active board if you're using the free version. But just take this for what it is, decide if this is something you want to invest in. If it's not something that you think you're going to use, then obviously don't use it. But I want to share with you guys what I am doing. Okay, so this right here is my group board. So this is for my entire team, okay, my entire group. Everything that they could want to know is housed here. I do also have a team page and I do also have a Google Drive. So there's lots of places to get information, but I'm really, really, really trying to house my stuff in boards because it makes it so simple, at least for my brain, with organization. Okay. So let's start off with fall, winter 24-25. This is everything for this current catalog season. If you click on September, I honestly hadn't updated it for September, but if you click on October, you're going to see lots of different things. I have lots of different pictures. I'll put templates in here, all of that. This right here are different mock parties that are already made in boards. These are borrowed from other people, but my people literally can copy them, make it their own. There's lots of others mock parties right here that you can make, that you can do on Facebook. Lots of this, I'm not taking credit for any of this stuff. Most of this is all copied from other people that have so kindly shared their mock party stuff. I've just copied it into our board because if you're not paying for boards, you can only have one active one. So I've made copies of it and put it together. Okay. Fall, winter PDFs. This is all from the workstation. This is my borrow box. If you don't know what a borrow box is, I have this right here. This is I actually met somebody today to smell. These are all the testers for, ouch, for fall, winter, and they're categorized. And I take it with me for personal sniff sessions. You do not have to do that, but all of the templates are in there for that. And then one thing that I love about this is all of my real life pictures I upload here into this album and into different albums because then I can delete them off my phone and I'm not going to have to look for them forever. Obviously, some of these probably should have been organized better. I could have went and put the Boo Crew one in September, and a lot of these are harvest collection, but it is what it is. Holiday collection, putting real life photos in there. Here I'm putting the brochure, etc. So you can go through all this stuff, and these are the fundraising documents for 2024. Okay. Lots of different things. Okay. Now, all of this stuff has been in here. It's stuff that I add to all the different, all the time. So like gift bundles, I'll add stuff to it when I find them. Okay. If you're doing the buddy drive with me, this is all of the buddy drive information because I wanted all of that stuff to be in one board so that people could find it. If you're looking for join stuff, gosh, there's so much information here. So obviously don't let it overwhelm you, but I've put any and everything that somebody could want in this board so that the resources are there. Okay. And I've even gone as far to like not delete a lot of stuff and put a folder for previous season's resources. Now, what I want to share about how I am working this season. Number one, most important thing is my new consultant board. This new consultant board, they get emailed this when they join my group. So anybody that I get an email for that joins my group, so like people I personally sponsor and people that are within my group that it's like welcome to the team or whatever, they all get a welcome email, and it looks very similar to this right here. It's just been copied into uh, a Gmail email. If you do not know that, hold on, I'm actually going to do this real quick. If you do not know this, you can, okay, so look, I have a new downline member. Nobody turned me in for saying this person. Okay, so I'm going to send her an email. If you did not know that you can save templates, you can save templates. So now I don't have to like, this is already there. I saved this as a template. Okay. So I can welcome her back to the team. So everybody got that, right? But this is the new consultant board. There's tons of information here and it's all in one place. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say about how I'm working with these new consultants and what I'm doing with with the different steps in this board, it's all going back to the workstation. If you're not using the success pass, you need to stop what you're doing and use the success pass, because it's a path to success. But also, like, Scentsy has created these for us and they're so good. And so there's no reason for me to be giving them other resources when Scentsy's given it to them in the actual workstation back office. Like, I can't imagine where I would be if I had had these types of resources in the beginning. Obviously, I have some graphics in here, and like an extra graphic in here about talking to them about their goals and announcing their business, and like cute little launch party pictures. But all of these buttons link directly back to the workstation. I'm not linking them to anywhere else. These pictures right here, directly from the workstation. All of these black buttons go directly to the workstation. These are additional pictures that Samantha May, she's an amazing director, created those that I added in. Those are just supplemental things. But going through here where it says training course number 2, this is literally the second lesson of the essential success path. Okay. I've just like broken it down a little bit, added in some things that I want to tell them. All these black buttons, they go directly to the workstation. You can see this is workstation. Okay. Same thing here. Every bit of it goes back to the workstation. So I completely redid how I train my new consultant people. Okay. And then here, this is just a document that I used to use. I still am going to use it. This is more so like, it just depends on what type of consultant they're going to be, whether or not they're going to want to go at their own pace, whether or not they're going to want to like check this off themselves. It's honestly like for me as well, I can look at this and I'm like, have I talked to them about all these different things? Right. So this is just like for me, and everything's linked. Okay. And you guys are going to have access to all of these different things, and everything's linked on there. Okay. And then this right here is the launch party that I am going to use, because I am going to throw them their launch party. This is a template. You can edit this to make it for you. This is like a short one. Obviously, I'm going to change this. I'm going to put their information in there, but it's really just going to depend on what type of party they're going to want, whether they were like a new Scentsy user, whether they are somebody that's never used it. You're going to cater it to them. I actually have another, I'm going to do that real quick. I have another launch party one as well. this one. I'm going to put this one in there as well. And that's more of a long-winded one. And like I said, I did not create the original one. That is, I think Morgan McGee is who I borrowed that from. And at the end, I think I still need to go and edit it. So there's those two. And then I also wanted to show you, or I'll show you my other parties in a minute. Now, the reinstatements, this is the exact same thing as the new consultant. Their letter is almost the exact same, just telling them that they're not eligible for the new consultant awards, teaches them how to order that kit, how these are some relaunch tips. And then this is telling them to go back to the new consultant board, which is this right here. And I want them to go through the essential success path and then do the certified success path, because I don't know what they were trained like before. And whether or not they do it is whether or not they do it. You can't control that, but that is what they get in there. So that welcome back email that I just sent that girl, she gets this. Okay. And then sponsors, this is all stuff if you've already sponsored, or if you have, if you've already sponsored somebody and you're looking for things, this is where you would go. I need to edit this. This isn't as updated as I would like it to be, but hopefully this kind of stuff helps you. Click through everything, y'all. There's tons of information in here. Now, let me share the next thing. So like I said, I pay for boards, so it's going to look a little different when it comes to if you're going to be able to do this or not. So this one is my personal links. So these are all links that I have that, because I have it as a keyboard on my phone, if someone asks for my on-hand shopping link, I literally can just click this on my phone and it automatically puts that into my keyboard. Or if I'm wanting to tell somebody to follow me on Instagram, it's right here. If I'm wanting to tell somebody to pay me through Venmo, it's right here. Okay. Those are just quick links. I like having them all right there so that it's super easy and I'm not having to go look for them. Okay. So this next board is my personal board, meaning these are things that are personal to me, where I've added in all of my own personal information, and not necessarily sharing all of that stuff, because you would have to change all of my information, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you some examples so you can get some inspo for that. So fall 2024-25 customer boards. This is what I do. When people want to flip through the harvest collection, this is what I send them. And this is what they see. So instead of it being a flippable, they're still just going to scroll it, but they can view the collection here. And this is going to take them to my website. My internet is moving slow. It is going to take them to my website, and it's going to open up a party that says like boards link or whatever. Come on, go to where it needs to go. There we go. And you can see it says boards link. The reason why I did that was because I wanted to track how many people may have clicked this link. And then I could have gone in and added some more links, like more specific ones if I wanted to, but I didn't. This right here is just a form. If you're local to me, I can save you on shipping. They can message me. This is just another link to my website. This at the bottom is a, it's called I think it's a profile. Yeah, the profile where you can add that. All I did to do this, guys, is you can't upload it as a PDF. You have to upload it as a PNG, meaning I downloaded this brochure from the workstation as a PDF, and then you type in PDF to PNG converter online. Just type in free converter and you get the PNGs, which are just pictures. And then that's what you upload into boards. See, these are all individual pictures. Okay. I've done the same thing with the holiday collection, except for I uploaded this picture into Canva and typed over it. because we know that it is not available at this time and I didn't want people to try and buy it. Same thing here. I did the form, link to my website, contact information. Okay. I also do it for the fall winter catalog. So that's what this looks like. If they want, it just kind of depends on which customer it is, but I usually send them this link so they can scroll through. They can request a party link, shop wax bars, and this is sending them to that specific page on my website. Take a look at all of the warmers, check out the brand new air, check out all the fan diffuser products, available fragrances in pods, buy your whiff box at full price, get your whiff box at discount at Scentsy Club, air purifier. I'm not going to read all this stuff to you guys, but every single one of those black buttons goes to specific places on my website into a party where they can click on all of those different things. This one goes to join info. This one goes to bundle and save. This is just my profile thing. Once again, this is not a PDF. This is a PNG. So I had to convert this from a PDF to a PNG, because if not, then when they look at it on their phone, they're not going to be able to zoom in. So if I send this to a customer, it's small right now because it's on my computer, but on their phone, they can zoom in and still see it really good. Okay. So that's what I do for each catalog season. This is a sample form. I put this in my parties. It's also like on my link tree for people that like I don't know, they can request samples. This one's also really cool. This is like if I'm talking to somebody and they order from my on hand, or we're just texting back and forth and they're wanting to order and I want to send them payment information, or I need to get payment from them. This is what it looks like on their end. Just tells them the payment options, and they can literally click on those buttons and it takes them to how to pay me. Okay. And this right here even will it'll take them to a text in their phone because they're clicking them on their phone, right? So the way to do that, and I think you have to make this on the computer. I don't think you can make this one from your phone with these buttons. So you would just click button, and then the payment buttons are right here. And honestly, you don't even have to make an image like this. You could literally just put payment methods or put invoice or something like that, and it would be completely fine. You don't have to do that. That's just like kind of like a bougie way. Okay. These are the two scroll parties. So I've already shared with y'all that I have the Canva shop and scrolls. I also have these boards scroll parties that I have adopted from other people. Guys, it's just to like keep it different, because if I get bored, I know my customers are going to get bored. This is a boards party where everything's all on one page. Like I said, I borrowed this from amazing consultants that have created these and spent all the time doing it. There's a copy of these in my Shine Your Light board. So the only thing that's different is I've just added in pictures of me. Okay. But I'm using those as well. I could change that to a launch party very easily as well. I just want to be prepared, because once I make this for this season, now I'm good for 6 months. It takes time in the beginning, obviously, but then you're good for 6 months. And if I want to do these for multiple people, I can just make a copy of it. It'll be fine. Okay. This right here is what I'm doing, or what I'm sending out, and it's in my link tree for my buddy drive. This is just basically like a landing page for my buddy drive, how people can help and how they can donate, how they can send me the money. This is also another one of those things about the buttons are clickable. They can click to pay all these different ways. They can even pay through card. If they want to shop directly. It's telling where I'm donating all my funds. It's just, boards is so easy to literally just have everything. And I could copy this and just copy it into our workstation as an email, and it would keep all the formatting. Everything would work as long as you're doing it from that page. You have to do it from where you've shared it and it's in the other like it's in this format. You have to come here and copy and paste it. If you try and copy and paste it from this, it's not gonna work. Okay. Um, Other things that I keep in here, this is like my join board that I can send to people. If they want information, this is a Google form. They can request join information. This is going to be like a personalized packet from me. And then information about me, I did a quick little video forever ago and I linked it on here. This is a new feature. Why choose Scentsy? They can choose their kit. If they have more questions, this is an FAQ document and it's like a public view link so they can read through that. And then if they're ready to join this, you can't see it because it went away. That button down at the bottom, I guess you guys can probably see it. This just right here is in the way. This right here takes them to my website. Once again, all of this are pictures that I made in Canva. So like boards isn't super customizable when it comes to like fonts and stuff, but you can create a picture and just pop it in there super quick. So, and then just like adding in, this is a heading right here. This is just a paragraph. Okay. And then like, this is one of my Scentsy clubs that I like typed on so I can just show people how they get a discount. These are some boards that I created to send to customers for like, if I wanted to explain a Scentsy club, how it works. They create an account, pick their product, choose their schedule, finalize and check out. It just explains to them how to do it. This is like a whiff box. If they want to get it half off, this explains to them how they can go and do it. And all I did was just take screenshots of me making a fake club account and putting it in there. And then just literally putting the pictures in my board. That's literally all I did. That's it. And then here, these are just also like texts that I can send to people. Are you in the club? Or like post ideas or whatever. I just save those types of things in my board. So I hope that that was helpful for y'all too. This is other stuff that I've just kind of saved. It's really a place for me to just like house things. Oh, this is another one that I have. This is a different board as well. I don't know about y'all, but if you take like selfies, like Scentsy selfies, and you're like looking for specific ones, like you with a counter cleaner, you with a whiff box, or you with whatever, I literally have created photo albums so I can like not have them lost on my phone. So like all the pictures I've taken with me in the whiff box, they're all just like I've put them in different folders, pictures I took with me and buddies and stuff like that. So it's super easy for me to go back and find them, which I know I'm like way, way, way OCD when it comes to stuff like that. All the rest of these over here are boards that people have shared with me that I have just so graciously borrowed things from, which is just the great thing about Scentsy. So hopefully that helps you and you can see how boards can benefit you. Like I said, everything that I shared in the Shine Your Light group board, there will be a link for you to join that and you can copy things from that board to make your own. And you can decide for yourself if it's something that you feel like you want to invest your money in. So I find it pretty useful. And like I said, it is a sorry, I got a text message. It is like a keyboard. It's like an additional keyboard that you can add. So that world down there, you install it on your phone, and then that brings up my board. So I can go over here to where that said like profile links, and that will just click in my link. And there's other YouTube videos that you can look up on how to put boards on your phone. I'm not going to go into that. I've done training on it before as well on my YouTube. You can go back and search it. But Hope it was helpful. Love y'all. Mean it. Let me know if you got something out of it.